Hello everybody and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Leaf! So I noticed I was going to sit on the train on day 180. I'm getting this out of the way right now. I'm going to go 182, because that is technically the actual middle point of the year, kind of. I would much rather do it then. Plus, it's raining, and I kind of don't want to do it in the rain. That's part of my reasoning. I just kind of don't want to go sit on the tree in the rain. I want it to not be raining. Hey there, Steven. Thanks for letting me come over the other day. I found something perfect that would be perfect for your place. Please take it as a thank you for having me. Your pal, Pinky. Alright, Pinky pal. What we got? A broken post. It's right twice a day? From Paula to tell the truth, Steven. You ever think about the past? I found myself thinking about the old days more and more lately. I've seen some wild times, and no mistake. Is it time to slow down? You've asked me that like twice. My answer is still no. Oh, this rain is just awful, don't you think? Yeah, I kinda do. I wish it would stop. I've seen two friends as perfect for each other as Kostao and Paula. They're like PB&J, peas and carrots, Tom Young Kung and rainbow sherbet. I mean, he hasn't been mean to Pinky, so I'll sort of grant that one. We got Maple. Oh, Steven! So glad to see you. It's your invitation at camp that convinced me to move here. I'll finish unpacking up, but when I am, I'll hope you visit me again. Yeah. That's still a road. I look forward to reclaiming this as a road. Where am I gonna move these flowers to? Also, right here should probably remain clear, because that'd be the easiest spot to, dig a hole for the money rock testing. That way I can just brace against her hedge. Brace against her hedge. That's a sentence that exists. And I have said it. Good. I've once again not really done much. I've played Eve. I could ramble more about Eve, but I feel at this point y'all are probably pretty tired of me rambling about that game. Oh, this freaking music. I was not yawning before I started recording. At all. I wasn't even feeling remotely sleepy. And now, here I am, yawning every, like, 5 seconds. Why? Why does this music have to do this to me? Why? Just why? I don't like it. I really should at some point just put on the Animal Crossing OST to sleep to. Like, I'd probably sleep pretty good to that. These rains make me feel like I'm totally circling the drain. Make it stop! I wish I could. Make an awesome wish on your birthday, like happiness. If your wish comes true, it's important to have big dreams. I got a million of them. But, yeah, I'm really trying to think of things to, like, talk about. Dina, please give me something to talk about. This is Muffin. Having a brain can stop you from playing outside, huh? Oh, I went fishing. God, imagine you a fish don't much. What's around the river fishing I'll do. You have so many river fish already. Dina is really testing my memory abilities. That is just what she does. Dina, the memory tester. She's got a bluegill and something else that I don't remember. I was not expecting that to go down right away. Um... If I could catch, like, a koi, I know she doesn't have one of those. And I know I've already donated a koi, so... Pretty shy about it, too. Like, as you'd expect. I'm drawing a blank. Ah! Yeah, I got nothing on what that other fish she owns is, and also nothing on the... I could yap about this front. I mean, I could kind of yap about, like, Magic and their struggles at the moment. Oh, she has a crucian carp. This is just a regular carp. Regular carp could work. Sahara! Please, I need the petting of my car. And my walls to be paper. I need both of these things. I also need to, like, actually finish this road. That'd be nice. Oop, I see a dig spot. I gotta dig the dig spot while I'm right here. I gotta do it. I did it. Dina, hi. So an idea that would make Oracle even a better place to live. I call it the Fairy Tale Bench Construction Initiative. Not that it's an official initiative or anything. Just hoping you'll consider a fairy tale bench for the next public works project. It's called Style. Flop. The rain will do some good, baby. I've got to respect that. What you'll need. Let's chat. I don't even have to take a shower when it rains. I can just let the rain wash the sweat off. It's a good way to catch a cold though, so don't do what I do. Also, it's a bad way of cleaning because, like, if you're just using the rain, like, you still need soap. Like, it's pretty important. Sahara charges us like 6,000 bells for making her wait. Yeah, this is it. This is the same house that you did what you see before you in before. I will wait outside, yes. That is what I'll do. As you rush around and smash everything to bits. Rebuild everything. Throw a quarter into the corner. Like, and top it all off with probably some leaves. I don't know what I'm on about. I'm just saying things. Her vision, it's ours now. I mean, her eyes are closed, so it's probably not very good vision, but see what we can see in here. We're on the moon. There's a city on the moon. Moon City. I can deal with a moon city. It's pretty alright. Why am I yawning? This freaking music, man. Freaking music, man. Always composing new songs. It's just not fair. I don't just want to sell things. I kind of need to. I'm gonna sell both of these. Hey, premium for something. Probably bugs. Watch it be bugs, because it's raining. And Reese has a sense of humor like that. It'll probably be bugs. Be Bugs Bunny. She's paying extra for Bugs Bunny. Watch it be specifically lanternflies. No, it's furniture. Alright. Here I was, giving Reese some non-existent grief. don't know what to talk about. I need a topic. Any topic. Brain, you got me? It says no. I mean, like, I can't even be like, here's such and such a thing I've been up to, because I haven't been doing anything but playing Eve. I should just yap about that a bit, but there's not even much to, like, yap about there, because I do the same things every day. I run missions. I mean, I could talk about, like, stuff that goes on in the help chat, which is an experience. You would think, with EVE Online being a decently complicated game, that the help chat would be usable most of the time, and it'd be people asking, like, proper questions, and yeah, you would think, you would assume. You'd be wrong. The amount of times that I've been sitting there basically explaining some of the most basic stuff to people. It's just like, why? And like, I'll do it just because it's easier to just explain it to them. But like, earlier I had someone ask me, like, what are the differences between the 3 types of mining crystal? There's A, B's, and C's. Well, there's an in-game compare tool that you can grab all of those and shove them into and just see what the difference is. But I explained it to him, because A is the most balanced, it has lower yield, but also lower residue chance being the chance of the mining laser to destroy the asteroid, or at least destroy bits of the asteroid. You know, it's fine. The middle ground. A lot of people swear by it. I personally have no patience for mining, so I always use the next crystal of bees. Bees! We can be bees, Mark. This is good news. The mining crystal bees have increased yield, also increased residue chance. They will destroy more of the asteroid. They just will. There's really no way around it. But they do have that increased yield, which in my opinion is more than worth it. And with boosts easily, you can lower the residue chance to the point where it doesn't matter, and it's fine. Then there's Type C's, which exist for griefing. All they do is destroy rock. They don't mine it, they just destroy it. And then the person was like, well, what would you even use C's for? It's like, I literally just explained. It's a griefing tool. You use it to cause people annoyance. That's all it's used for. That's all it'll ever be used for. I suppose I can't say that. And I did give a few examples of this. It can be used to say, roll an asteroid belt in nullsec, or wormhole space, which is basically the act of completing the asteroid belt to try to get a new one to show up when it has ore that you simply just don't care about, but you're mining from anomalies. Like, if there's ore there that you simply don't care about getting, but you know some ore that you do care about could spawn? Oh, I found all 4 fossils. I'm dumb. Here I am looking for a fossil I already had. You could use the C's to basically smash the asteroids, and you'll clear the belt a lot faster, and then you'll get back to trying to get an ore belt you do care about, just that little bit faster. Let's give you a great tank, dearie. And alright. I can also thank Cookie since I'm regifting a gift he gave. He? Cookie ain't a he. That dialogue feels broken. Maybe it's the exact version of the game I'm playing, but that dialogue feels broken. I'm gonna try and find Dina. So I do got her a fish. I just don't know if it's actually one she'll take. There she is. Hey. Brought you a fish. Hoi. Talking you up to distract me from the fact I'm sopping wet. It's in your mind. I caught you something. It's also sopping wet and in my pocket. Here you go. Oh, thanks so much for this carp. You're good at fishing, Muffin. So let me say thank you with this. It's a short. It's a lemon gingham shirt. So for your help, it means a lot to me. Happy to help. But like, yeah. There's also been one new player in the help chat. Mo! It's not Mo. Let's see, man. Can do some shopping today, man. Who honestly, just watching them react to some of the things in the game kind of reminds me to appreciate the game. Like, things I've taken for granted because I've been in the game for so long. I'm just like, yeah, that is actually kind of cool. Like, the various going into warp animations of a lot of the ships. Like, I've stopped watching for them. Because quite often I'm so zoomed out I can't even really see my own ship. And meanwhile they're like, man, the Slasher's warp animation's so cool. It's like, yeah, it is, isn't it? Like, I kind of love that. Like, it's why I love new people finding games that I love. And that it just comes down to, like, they're going to remind me, unintentionally, to appreciate the game more. Because, like, they're going to be looking more closely at those things that I've more or less been ignoring. You know, they're things that I've not paid attention to for years. Steven put to a shopping today. Like, I actually turned the in-game music back on after another newer player was like, man, the OST in this game's really cool. It's like, oh? Alright, this game does actually have music, doesn't it? And I turned the music back on. Hey, Lisa. Nice Steven. Like, Martin into you in Oracle makes you want to visit here even more. Ran into you on a stair, too. And Lisa was visiting the hotel today. So that's pretty neat. And like, it's something I kind of also just like about just watching basically Let's Plays of games I enjoy from people playing them for the first or even like second time. It's just like, they're so appreciative. It means a lot. It really means a lot to me. You have to peek in Steven during a rainy day like today. Like, cause it's just so cool. It brings me back to being that player, you know? Like, it kind of brings me back to my first time in EVE and seeing some of the cool stuff for the first time. And it's just like, these days I'm just like, oh yeah, that is a thing, isn't it? You know, because I've been ignoring it for so long, so it doesn't matter to me. Like, I don't fly a Slasher that often. I have one in one of my mission hubs for running the recon mission with. Pretty simple, like drinking the house blend coffee morning, noon, or night. And it's fair, it's what I drink. Oh, I mean, I'm drinking juice, but... Yeah, like, I'm honestly looking forward to, there's a streamer I watch who has on his to-play list, Star Ocean 2. He wants to play through both of the first Star Oceans. And I'm just waiting. Like, he's not going to first play them on stream, but, like, I'm just waiting so I can just hear about it, you know? It's like, I want to hear what he thinks. I want to see what he discovers on his first playthrough to then potentially show off on his second playthrough on stream or something. Like, that would be so cool. And, like, I've tuned into someone in the 8-Bit Discord who's playing the first Star Ocean right now. And I'm just gonna sell both these. Just seeing how they're going about it, it's just like, wow, someone who's not min-maxing. It's kind of refreshing to see. I'm actually kind of curious to see... I should poke back in on them at some point. I'm curious to see if they're going to find Santa on their own. He's pretty obvious, but I've seen people miss him. So... it's, you know, it's gonna be kind of interesting to see. Because, like, Santa is how you gain access to making money. Like, it's kind of funny how in the very first Star Ocean, you can find Santa at around level 30-ish, 30, 35 is when you'll be finding him. And from that point on, if you know what you're doing, money is no longer an object. You have infinite now. And that just comes down to, as I showed off in the series I did, you just make Philosopher's Stones. You use alchemy to make Philosopher's Stones. You sell them, buy more iron, make more Philosopher's Stones. Sell them, buy more iron, sell, like, every Philosopher's Stone is basically a colossal amount of money. But you need to get to Santa first, because he sells you the Lizar's Flask, which is what you need to alchemize the advanced ores. Also at that point, because you now have access to blacksmithing hammers, and every ore type, you can now make all of the endgame armors, basically. At least all the endgame crafted armors. There are still better armors, but you're there now. You can now basically make endgame armor, and again, you're level 35, 30 to 35. You are still pretty firmly in the mid-game. That is, if you know what you're doing. Like, honestly, like, I kind of miss not knowing what I was doing. Because, like, way back in the day, if I were to dig out my PlayStation and fire it up with some of my old Star Ocean 2 saves, I can guarantee you there's going to be some characters wearing the Valkyrie's armors, like the Sylvan armors. Like, they're not just all going to be wearing reflecting plates, even though I could have been putting them in it, because I didn't know how to even make reflecting plates. I'm going to be honest, I was the kind of kid where, like, for at least some of those saves, I didn't even know what combined to make what. I just combined stuff and hoped it worked out. You know, like, the big exception was, does it have a unique name? Okay, I'm not just gonna throw that at something. Hey, Buckle, question, this is serious. I've asked you on a video dash. I don't know how far that is, so middle? Jeez, I thought you were more of a slowpoke, but you're so speedy. Follow my training method, you're running in 6 for that. Training is the way to go faster. I don't even know how far that is. I don't know yards. Like, house yards? Because that really depends on the size of the house yard. I know it's a unit of measurement in freedom units, but I I don't use freedom units, not really. I use some of them because they're what I was taught, but at this point, Canada doesn't even really use those anymore. Which is a little frustrating, not gonna lie. But like when it came to like making armor, I would just buy the blacksmithing hammers, buy a bunch of iron, turn it into a bunch of random crap, and then make stuff. That's just what I would do. And if what I made was better than what someone was equipped with, they got equipped with it. You know, that's literally with some of my saves just how I did it, because that's how I was as a kid. Like, I didn't stop to read or research or anything. I mean, researching was difficult. This was, you know, this was the very late of the 90s. Like 99, early 2000s. Researching stuff was not easy. Especially not compared to, like, today. Like, y'all don't know how good you've got it. Like, jeez. As my saves progressed, I definitely got better. I started actually taking a bit of note on, like, okay, this makes this, you know. But for the most part, I was just smashing stuff together and seeing what happened. These days, I know that basically you just use, I'd have to actually see the ores again. I remember the picture, not the names, but I'm pretty sure it's Damascus. Damascus might be Orichalcum. It's one of the two makes reflecting plates. The other one makes bloody armor. At least in Star Ocean 2. And, like, those are just the two that you care about, because everyone... there's also a mage armor in one of those sets, which is pretty good. There's also one in, like, Mithril and Rune Metal, but the one from those ores works. Your mages don't really need the best of the best, especially if you're just running a healer. But, like, these days, you just, knowing what I know, you literally just make that stuff because reflecting plates are the best thing you can craft. Next to bloody armor is better, but it's better in a very overpowered way. If you have a proper setup, you literally cannot lose while equipped with bloody armor. It's why Van Kessler is so big on pushing everybody to get bloody armor, is because once you have it, you literally can't lose. I mean, you can still get state assailmented to death, but you can literally just equip stuff to prevent those state assailments. So, you know. And it's literally like 3 fighters that can equip bloody armor and Opera as your healer. And you're set. You're just set. Opera's heal is the fastest. It can keep everybody alive as the bloody armor is draining their HP. And the bloody armor also makes it so you can never die, and Opera herself can wear bloody armor. You take no damage while wearing bloody armor. It's kind of bullcrap. It's one of those armors, though, that, like, as a kid, I was like, man, why would you ever use this? Because, like, Noel and Rena can't keep up. It's like, yeah, they're not the ones for keeping up. So they can actually kind of keep up. Once you get Motormouth maxed out, Noel can keep up for sure. Rena's a little slower on casting and heals a little less. Her combat magics, funnily enough, are actually better, which is her trade-off. But that's only once you get Starflare. Starflare is better than everything Noel can do, magic-wise. But until then, Noel even has the better combat magics. The problem is, for, again, those who actually know what they're doing, your healer is Opera, who's a fighter, not even a healer. Because, well, Healing Star is faster and better than everything the healers can do. It's a little unfortunate, if I'm honest. Honestly, if you're not running Bloody Armor in Second Story R, you can get by on literally just using a healer in your back row kind of deal. Because you have the 4 special arts. I forget what they're called. Partner crystals, whatever they are. You have the 4 of those, and you can put a healer on there with a healing spell, and that'll cover you. Like, it's basically good enough. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I love how I spent like half the episode being like, man, I don't know what to talk about, because I've only played Eve. And then I got talking about a thing from Eve, and that transitioned me into a topic that's not relating to Eve, that I'm honestly curious if you guys feel that same way. I'm legitimately curious if you guys also feel that same, like, yes, thank you, new players. You know, when they're like talking about that cool thing that you've just kind of, you know, marginalized in your head. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Leaf, where hopefully it won't be raining. See you all then.